Okay, so despite any sick burns in the last video, I do acknowledge the existence of the Whiffle Wilde. It is a pretty small level. I think it has pretty dang hard caves, but it is definitely the least intimidating well, no, not the least intimidating, the least amount of treasures in the overworld at 5. I think everything else has 6, and 1 is not even hidden. It requires ridiculous grinding, and fans of Pikmin 1 may note that this landing site is the boss site, the site of the boss battle with Emperor Ballbacks in the end of Pikmin 1. This is the thing where you go and get, what are they called? Deal things, maybe? Bomb rocks? Yeah, that's it. So, anyway, yes. This will probably take up most of the part. That's exaggerating, but it is certainly not speedy business. 100 purples. So I'm not sure what the slowness factor ends up being with all things considered, but it is 1/10 of the required amount for this 1.6 kilogram or something weight, and purple's already slower than everything else. But yes, this is by far the heaviest treasure in the game. The other two that even come close are the globes, and see, even with being flowers and hyperactive and 100, it is barely waddling along. Understandable, as it's pretty heavy for a Pikmin. But anyway, today will probably mostly be spent just clearing out the level. Much like the, what's it called, thingy in Pikmin 1. No, seriously, what's it called? Oh, Final Trial. Yes, much like the Final Trial of Pikmin 1, you pretty much have to spend a day clearing out this level, and, not instead of. Oh, this is a little path the Reds took across, I think. But yes, despite the fact I keep losing my train of thought, this, much like the last level of Pikmin 1, you can easily spend a day clearing it out before actually accomplishing anything. Because I had the foresight to get 100 purples, I will at least accomplish this, although it is certainly not the speediest endeavor in the world, so I'm just gonna beat up wildlife with my captains. This certainly has the toughest wildlife of any level. It has, spotty, or red, baby dwarf ballborbs, or whatever they're called, but they are a red herring, making you think, oh, this is just gonna have some regular type ballborbs, right? Because I'm pretty sure this is the only level to have orange ballborbs in the overworld. Has these dang frogs. Pretty much collection of all the enemies. The only one I can't think of it having is the fiery ballbacks, and I might be wrong there, and it certainly makes up for it for having a bloody Gatling Groink. Of course, the Gatling Groink, much like Cannon Beetles, is quite nice for clearing out other enemies. You'll want it to do the wee-doo-doo-doo, not the, like, close range bomb, because it's much easier to hit the other guys with it. But yeah, when it does hit, it is pretty much a OKO. That thing has pretty long range, and I just remembered I can stand right here and not get hurt. It doesn't do nearly as much damage as the, I don't know what to call it, I want to say mortar, but mortar is not pronounced that way, and I don't know anything about artilleries and stuff, so maybe mortars are long-range things. I think they might be. Poor President. And with the killing of that guy, we broke open this. Well, not really broke open, but whatever. Doomsday Apparatus. It's also the best treasure for moneying in the game, I believe, which fits, considering it's the heaviest. It's too bad you can't get it at a point where the treasure actually matters, but this game, it's basically just for fun at this point. I mean, there's the plot explanation of having to find a Louis, but anyway, as much as I'd like to use my 100 purples to clear out the level, I fear too much for their safety, and I will use blues as there's a lot of water-based things you have to unroll here. And I do think I have nearly 100 flower blues anyway. It's a lot easier to flower the whites and purples, because you generally don't have a whole lot out at a time like you do with some of the other guys, and they're generally in special, or there's generally eggs near them, so you don't have to deal with leaf type Pikmin in the middle of a super big cave. And I wish you could dump all your... I have no idea what's going on here. I guess there's a cave somewhere in the vicinity. Oh yeah, there's a cave right down there, so it's doing that whole, oh no, it's cave, it's smoky for some reason. Not sure why all the caves are smoky. Or I guess some of them, right? It might just be the hard ones or the ones with poison or something. I never really paid much attention to it. Is this gonna go quickly, or do I need to waste another extra spicy spray? I'm gonna waste another extra spicy spray. See, I think 100 extra spicy Pikmin should still do it a little faster than this. It's just kind of tedious. I can't really complain. I mean, you're supposed to be managing your days so you can do things. And this is the most of these funguses that's ever in one point, I believe. I'm gonna kill them, but they also are protecting this area from, what are they called? Those thingies that do things. You know what I'm talking about. Creeping crustaceans. And I think one of them is has eaten a treasure, so it's generally good. I remember when I was doing my first run through of this, I was really terrified of the creeping crustaceans, but they're really kind of easy enemies if you have a sizable Pikmin force. Okay, I'll kill you. Oh, there's electric fence there. I don't even remember that. I did this all kind of a long time ago and didn't like doing it, so I wasn't really paying attention to it while I was doing it. I was just kind of pretending it never happened. And I'm pretty sure these spawn multicolored berries, or, yeah, berries of random color. I don't care. Those guys can eat them. I'm not really going to do any more berry harvesting for a while. This is, if I recall correctly, is a pretty significant rock, and it drains a lot of level, or maybe it doesn't, and it just opens up something for a white to dig. Or, actually I think there's an electric fence down here, or something, or a poison fence. Pretty sure something happens. I do like those rocks and draining parts of the level. It gives me a sense of accomplishment, and it's nice as blues are forced to make themselves useless. And somehow that guy respawns even with no water, so it's clearly amphibious. Okay. Break it on the captain or on the Pikmin. Okay, it doesn't break on captains, never mind. That is why, if you are unprepared, those can be a pretty big hazard. Luckily, Leaf in the background killed it, I guess. Good job, Leaf. Oh, a snitch bug. I love these guys. They're just annoying after you get the Pluckathon. They don't do anything. They're just wasted time and too hard to hit with anything. Yellows and purples, both of their super throwing abilities can't really get them either. They're just dumb and flying and dumb, and I hate them. And they're too small to be flying. All the other flying enemies are big and easy to hit. So, yeah, I guess there's another rock over here I can kind of break, or there's a thing I can unroll. Let's see how this battle with the Groink goes, and I fear I might be just about out of time after it. So basically, if you don't have purples at your disposal, which is a horrible fate to be condemned to, basically a death sentence for all your Pikmin, you just walk over to its butt and have your Pikmin attack its butt, which is unguarded. And it has a pretty hard time actually killing Pikmin, which is convenient considering it has long range and regenerates and all kinds of crap. Yeah, here's the poison gate. I was remembering, I seem to recall too many electrified and poison gates in this level, and even if there was just one of each that I have confirmed. Oh dear, please do not. I don't think it jumps back up if for some reason you let it respawn while they're carrying it, but it's never been an issue before. Most of the time it spawns right near my base. But hopefully I'll be able to get this unrolling before it wakes up. Well, at the rate it's going, it doesn't look like it, but let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep it carried and send all our other Pikmin on that. Maybe it will not wake up, and if not, it won't be a huge deal to kill it again. Considering not much is going on here, I'm going to end the part, and next time, I'm not going to skip this because it's kind of dramatic, but yeah, next time we'll see how this turns out.